Welcome, community, and good morning. Apologies for the technical issues. I have a lot of trouble with technology, so that's all I can say about that. I think I'm onto my third or fourth phone in 18 months. So what can we do? We just press on. So we've come through another platform. Hopefully this is as good or better. So today I am presenting to be your own guru. So there's been a lot of changes over the last couple of years, and it's important to start sitting in our positive aspect of ourselves. This is super important as we've changed timelines. As we've changed timelines, we've changed to the light timeline or the crystalline timeline. This gives us more ability to discern the truth from within rather than seeking information and then deciding from the information that we seek outside of ourselves. So it has pretty much changed it to the opposite aspect. We are now seeking and finding our truth from within and truly understanding and feeling into what resonates with us before we step forward. This is a key aspect for your movement forward. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some housekeeping and just to let you know. So my name, let you know what's going on with Tongue and Tonic. My name is Jemima and I am the creator of Tongue and Tonic. I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner, a psychic, a Reiki practitioner. I spent 20 years also as a massage therapist and just a lover of spirituality, really. I've really taken a lot of time to tune in for myself over the years. I think when you sit in your light, then the light necessarily was out of place in the old system, and it is much more housed in the current system. So in the current system, I am feeling energetic system that is much more supported than I have ever been. However, due to the energy from the previous system, I learned courage and tenacity and to follow my goals. So for me, it was important to go through that old system so I could truly step up for myself and be present for myself and accept myself as who I am. And when that comes from within, it's just so powerful. People often say to me, well, I'll follow you. So don't follow me, follow you. You are the best person to follow. You are your own guru. If you accept yourself, that will be mirrored throughout all of your existence as you move through your lessons. Anyway, so I get easily distracted and that's okay. So coming back to what's happening at Tongue and Tonic, I'm just going to read from my notes. So in store, we have an up-and-coming sale for all things scent. So that's from March the 9th to the 13th, and that's 25% off all purchases over $8. And that includes many of the products that we make in store. So essential oils, the sprays, the massage oils, the bathing products, the perfumes, candles, and incense. So looking forward to seeing you for that one. We also have a new in-store clinic that is opening up. So we've rejigged the shop, always have a lot of help to do that, and setting up a downstairs room to offer more affordable sessions for people that are not able to visit the upstairs clinic and pay the current standard rates that are up there. So that will be opening up soon. We'll have all the timetables up on the website, which is tongueandtonic.com.au. Okay, so yeah, and upstairs we offer the private sessions, which are in a private room. We've got 2 rooms that we run the sessions from. We have a large lounge room where we do the group sessions, and we have a smaller room which is much more intimate, and we call it Gaiax, for grounding energy there. So we offer Reiki, Chinese medicine, psychic readings, tarot readings, massage, spiritual counseling, emotion code, and individual sound healing journeys. We also have a weekly yoga session with Anne from 9:30 a.m. on every Wednesday. That one is just a $15 investment, and this session holds 5 people, so you do need to book. The sessions upstairs, if you're interested in the clinical sessions, private sessions, all of those prices and sessions and practitioners are on the website. So please head to tonic.com.au to see if you resonate with any practitioners. We're simply here to provide you the tools for your journey. We are not here to tell you what to do. That is your job. It's your choice. We have lots of information that may or may not resonate with you. Take that on board, see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, let it go. This is where we're at right now. This is the energy that we are within. Okay. So these sessions online are to help us get into gear to head into the new timeline. And if you feel that you resonate with these sessions, we'll also be running sort of like a spiritual expansion school online mostly. And then during the holidays, we'll have in-house sessions that will run in the lounge room. The perfect time to meet up with people that you've only seen online. These sessions will run at a minimum of 10 per class. They will also be set at $10 for anyone under 18 or anyone who is a concession card holder, and then $15 for everyone else. We encourage anyone under 18 to invite their carer or friend or support person to be with you in the sessions if you choose. So really encourage moms and dads to be a part of everything and support your child. And I feel I'm a parent and I feel that this has now become a lot easier and it's been introduced to us in the last couple of years. And at the beginning, it was a little bit difficult, but as we sort of got into the swing, it's actually quite a lovely way to be able to interact and also be present, you know, cooking dinner and then you're popping in for a bit just to see what's going on, I think is a good way to go forward rather than feeling that you need to sit down for the whole hour of the class and be present at a location. Yeah, it's just nicer to slide in together and making things easy. That's definitely my pathway forward, easy and peaceful and expansion. Okay, so these, once we can get the Instagram live set up, the live sessions will be 9:30 on Monday, and that will be for our main topic. Today's main topic is Orbing. And then on Thursday, we'll be running a Q&A session. So that's Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Again, if we can't get the Instagram, if we're having trouble getting the Instagram up and running, I will record the sessions. I will have the question and your questions answered. If they are beyond the censorship guidelines or perhaps a little bit less PG, we might be putting that on a different platform. But I would like to keep it PG because I believe that we're here to accept all and move pathway for the pathway of unity, not into the segregation at all. So you can ask me about those things, but I do have quite strong opinions on that. I believe that we are all human beings. And if you accept yourself as a human being, then others should naturally accept you, can naturally accept you, will naturally accept you. When you see judgment coming at you, it is because you have yet to fully accept yourself. So instead of using blame, look back at the mirror and let yourself know, forgive yourself, and then we're stepping into whatever it is you're stepping forward into in a positive frame for yourself. Your wording is very, very, very important. Very important. Okay, so next Monday we'll be working on manifestation, and then the third week along we'll be working on this thing's popping up. The shadow self, forgiveness, and acceptance. Okay, now Monday, today, Orbing. You need to believe it to see it. I'm just going to repeat that again. You need to believe it to see it. It's a very old program that we need to see it to believe it. I mean, we breathe air. I don't see air unless it's super cold. but you believe that you can still breathe air, that you breathe air. So have a think about expanding your mind a little bit more beyond where you may be sitting with your own programs. I've also done a lot of work with Hawaiian Huna, which is the mother of NLP. And during the Hawaiian Huna work, I recognized quite soon in that I can program myself. I choose my programs. I choose my conditioning. I can replace anything that has been before and step into where it is that I want to go. Everybody has this ability, everybody. And it's up to you to start discerning, acknowledging, working out what they are, and then pressing forward with how you want to go forward. And we know from being in any kind of education system, rote learning or repetitive learning is an excellent way to reprogram or remember things. And a lot of that is done through our lives. Children, you repeat what the boundary is, and they fall into the boundary. It may still push against it, but that's just their conscious mind kicking, or their subconscious mind kicking in to what their parameters may have been previously, or their program of what they came to do and their purpose, and pushing into that. So that also needs to be recognized and acknowledged. Okay, so you can program yourself. You are all telepathic. You are all empathic. You have all the psychic skills that you may go to see a psychic for. You have all these. They are all currently waking up in you now that we're in this crystalline existence. Have you noticed that the sky looks different? For me, it looks sort of more expansive, higher, more, it just seems to have a lot more depth to it. What do you see? For myself, manifestation has really sped up. Has it for you? Manifestation is really coming from your words. Your words are energy. Your words are beliefs. Your words are your pathway forward. What is it that you're saying to others? What is it that you're saying to yourself? And then have a look at potentially why your manifestations are going one way or the other. So take it back, take full responsibility, even about these potential loops that you're going through. What's coming up for you? Can I forgive myself? And then step into my new program. Your forgiveness is your portal out of your loop. I forgive you. Not forgiving yourself, stand in the mirror. Again, rote learning, repeat over and over and over again till you believe it, till you truly feel that you have forgiven yourself. Then step into your manifestation of what you would like to receive, to come towards you, what you allow in. Okay. Just check my notes. Yes. Okay, yeah. So we've gone through the telepathy, the empathy. So you may be hearing a lot more. You may be, this is in our crystalline, you may be knowing when someone's going to call. You have a lot more clarity on that. You know what someone's going to say, because before they speak, everybody has their protective orb. Everybody has an auric field. This just simply is a fact. If you are an organic being, you have an auric field. What kind of condition it's in and how you utilize that is completely up to you. But everybody has an auric field to work on. Before you communicate, you've got your programs or your conditioning, you're considering what you're going to say, that heads to the front of your auric field or your orb that we're talking about today. And then now we're in the crystalline, which is clarified communication. It's sped it up. It's also given you like a different sense. It's woken up your senses, your empathic senses, your telepathic senses. So before you speak it, or before you go to action, whatever it is that you're about to say, it heads to the start, the boundaries of your auric field. At that point, people can telepathically receive it. So before you speak, just before you action, if you've been mulling over it and mulling over it and mulling over it, and it's all sitting there and it's kind of almost congesting in your auric field, it's much easier to pick up from people that are stepping into their telepathic abilities. People that are empathic will start to feel that sensation of whatever it is they can feel that you're going through something. They can feel that you're in a deep emotion and potentially you're looping or stuck there. This becomes very clear, much more evident. And you also, as an empath, you may also walk away and think, gosh, how do I shake this off? Like you're having a little bit more trouble actually shaking off energy from other people that you've gone to assist or truly been there for, or wanting to help in a really loving way, held all their energy. Now you're unable to shift that energy and you can feel it all through your being. A lot of people that I've spoken to have reported that they've been sleeping a lot more after interactions because they're just so exhausted. So this is happening. This is a thing, and this is natural. This is our natural ability to start to recognize these different abilities that we have, and it's giving us space and time to start to step in. So take the time to slow down, sit in your patience. Time is no longer a thing. In our crystalline time, time has become less relevant. We're almost outside of time more so than we've ever been, particularly in this lifetime. You also may have your memories returning to you. A lot of people are reporting dream recall, events that are happening in their dreams. We're dreaming about our past lives, our multidimensional lives, and also our potential future aspects of our lives, because dreams can be very premonition based as well. So this is very, very important to note, and it's very, very important to nurture. In the crystalline energy, if you decide, okay, no, I'm just going to push back against that knowledge, I'm going to push back against that feeling, this no longer works anymore. This shielding is exhausting. You're just creating blockages through your being. Is this truly what you want? You're far better in this timeline is my suggestion, and please let me know if this resonates for you or if you've attempted this yourself. I've mostly moved towards this structure of receiving energy. So when energy comes, and I thank Max for helping me with this truly to the bottom of my heart as well. It is important to stay grounded in all aspects of your existence as much as you can. So if you feel that you're a very ungrounded person, when these gifts start to return to you, you might just be freaking out, honestly. And that's okay. That's important to just recognize and work out, what are my tools to ground? Crystals are excellent for grounding. Essential oils are excellent for grounding. Simply doing a practice is very good for grounding, like Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, any of those that sort of bring you back to anything that brings you back to center. And for some people, that is going for a run, having extreme exercise at some point during their day, which takes that nervous energy out and it gives them the ability to be grounded. Some people need music. What is it that you need? Start gathering your tools so you have what you need to receive information, energies, the growth of your gifts as you move forward. Okay, got lost again. And I'm coming back. This is great. Okay, so with the energy, rather than blocking it, I accept it. Is it positive? Is it negative? Well, my auric field has an intention on the outside of it. It allows in energy that is positive. And what happens when the energy is negative that comes towards me is it transmutes to love and support as it hits my boundary and heads off into the universe to assist someone else. So it is important to transmute the energy that's coming towards you if you can. Or you could simply, as the energy is coming towards you, energetically or physically, step to the side and allow it to pass. Oh, Oh, there it goes. Watch it go. Because whatever you believe is true, is there. You may also be seeing things out of the corner of your eyes. You may also start to see people in a different light. These are all natural. It's happening to the majority of people. And it's important to have the courage to speak up with what you see rather than appearing crazy. Nobody's crazy at all. There's lots of labels flying around. The only label that you need to use is the human label. I'm a human, you're a human. That's all we need to go from. We don't need to go anywhere else from that point. Okay, great. All right. So, yeah, and then the last, just coming back, the last tool is then also, and the last ability that the crystalline existence is really, really, really giving you is what I opened with, is focus on the inner knowing. We have a direct connection with source. Source, God, the light, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it source because it just seems like a very neutral term for me personally. It doesn't trigger people around me, and I think that's a good thing because we're here to unify and come forward as one, not to divide. So using dividing terms is going to impede your pathway forward. Divisional terms will impede your pathway forward because we are on a different timeline. They need to be wiped or moved or reconditioned from your mind. They don't exist where we're going. They're non-existent. The human to human aspect is in existence. This is the pathway forward. Understanding that each human being is going through whatever they're going through. You can be there to support them in any aspect you choose to. But if you're sidestepping yourself, you're bringing in your negative aspect of yourself. Step forward with the positive aspect of yourself. Assist people where you can. It's very important. And furthermore, when we look to the crystalline timeline, what we have to look forward to, making portal travel a real thing, which is incredible. We have all this. Plasma is energy. Plasma is our ultimate mini universe to step through and create what we need, which is incredible, just incredible. So portal travel is on the way. Start dreaming about it. Start sharing with each other. Start working on that. It's going to be the best. I like a quick travel myself, and the portal travel would just suit me down to the T. Our collective manifestation. So with your collective manifestation, and it's starting to happen slowly now, we're starting to see the systems that were in place before, as people start to sort of step away from them, it's creating completely new systems that people are manifesting entirely new ways to be, to live, to educate, to grow food, to step forward in. And this will take off 1,000%, which is so exciting. So those daydreams that you're having, the manifestations that you're having, keep having those. Think about what is possible. What is possible, then double that, make it more incredible, and then focus your manifestations. Because when we manifest, we're thinking about whatever the future that we want, we're putting that into our current reality. So maybe I want to be more positive. I am more positive. I am more positive. And eventually you wake up and you will be the most positive you've ever been, which is fantastic. So bringing the future into the current reality and sitting in that. Yes, of course, we need support. And if we're having some issues or we need things to work out, find your best support people. Repeating over and over and over again, your problem will manifest that problem into a full-blown reality. Is that what you would like to happen? Maybe, maybe not, depending on where you're sitting on an emotional level. Any of those sitting in ultimate drama, maybe that would be their greatest gift to humanity, or so they think. Okay. Common sense. Currently, we sit in opposite world. Most things are opposite that are announced by any of those in ultimate power or control situations. So we're looking at the opposite of that, which is pretty expansive. I feel. Anyway, let us know what you feel. If there's anything that you disagree with, is there anything that you're having issues with, please send us these and the questions and answers. I am here to help. I did lots of QHHT and I did one session of QHHT and a Life Between Lives hypnotherapy by Michael Newton in New York many years ago, and also a lot of Hawaiian Huna. Between all of those, I know that I'm an on-earth guide. I know that I'm here to assist, and I'm here to assist you. So please let me know how I can. And also at the store, that's why we're here. We've created an energetic space to assist people to ascend and move forward through their lives. This can be triggering for some, which is a good thing, because when these triggers come up, we acknowledge them, and then we sit and we take a little bit of, take a while to let that percolate, and then you action and move forward with the tools that you have set up for yourself. Forward movement is key. Okay, practical tools that may assist you. Okay, so let's come back now to our topic, orbing. First of all, with your orb, I think even this was taken outside of ourselves. Oh, you go and have an auric photo, or you go to someone else and they'll tell you your orb. They'll tell you the colors of your auric field. Someone else will tell you. We've got the technology. We'll let you know. This is over. It really is over. So we're really moving forward. Whatever you feel is true. Whatever you speak is energy. And whatever you believe, you will see. So with your orb, how do you want yours to look? What are you going through in your life at the moment? Do you need lots of protection? Does your orb come from the element of salt from the earth? When I first really delved into orbing and what that might look like for me and what purpose it may hold, I was in a position where I felt like I needed to be protected. And so salt is very protective, very cleansing. So what I would imagine, because whatever I imagined was true, was that from the depths of the earth, the salt was coming up through Gaia, up, and then starting to form a protective orb around me. Sometimes I made this so it was a frosted orb, so people had no vision in. Sometimes I made it so there was a mirror of salt on the outside, so people simply saw the reflection of themselves. And sometimes I left it clear. I worked on pushing my orb out and taking my orb in. So it's quite interesting. If you stand near someone and they're sensitive, and you start to push your orb out and expand your orb, that person will move naturally. It just naturally happens, especially if they're not in their thinking brain and they're not focused on what you're doing. If they're simply in their responding reactive, responsive, not reactive, responsive aspect of themselves, which is your soul aspect of yourself, your energetic aspect of yourself, people will naturally move around you depending on what you're doing with your energy and flow. So if you find that people always stand really, really, really close to you, it's because your orb is really, really close. So you can take a little bit, some ideas, some sort of, aspects of, okay, normally people really sit on top of me. Normally, is that what I want? Do I hold my orb very close to me because I feel like I need the love and support and attention and affection and energy of others to help me move forward? Maybe. So if you're doing that with your family, great. Then it's important to consider as you move forward and you move outside into society, do you want that from the general public? Or do you want to stretch your orb out so that you've got space when you're out and about? That's truly up to you. So you can do any of these things. truly any of these things. It may help you to draw your orb. It may help you to look into the different elements. So you could also, I've never used a fire orb myself because I'm generally a little bit of a fiery person, and I think that might just, I don't know, perpetuate my fire. So my orbs have been water, they've been earth, they've been air, they've been direct light from source, they've been from Gaia, Mother Earth, the essence of the mother, of the essence of the mother, the essence, soul essence that comes from Earth, which essentially first came from source, and then it has a different vibration to it. It has a different hum. Source light has more vitality, and Gaia energy is much more grounded, calming, and nurturing. Which energy do you want to bring in? Do you want to bring in both aspects of those energy? That's a more of a yin and yang aspect. I'm going for balance. Or do I need the ethereal energy because I'm stepping in? I'm using my upper chakras. What is it that you're doing? Give a bit more acknowledgement and purpose to your movement forward. If you focus on your energetics, you'll be able to work with your energetics more easily as time goes by. And you'll just start to, oh, it just naturally comes. I'm just about to walk out the door. That's naturally coming in now. That quick thought, bam, my orb's up, I'm expanding it, and I'm ready to go for my day. I'm in a really positive mindset. Programming your orb, how can you do that? Well, you're simply talking to yourself. So it's easy, as long as you get your positive words and your affirmations coming out for yourself. Potentially writing these down is going to be a really positive movement forward for anyone, just so you can start to lock in the programs that you want. These programs are not coming from anyone else. I highly, highly recommend that you write what it is for you. And it's part of the process of getting it wrong. Getting something wrong or making a mistake is simply an opportunity for growth. This is not a mistake. We're growing, we're expanding, and we have to give it a go in order to grow. Rhyming. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Communication. So I touched on this before, and I would just like to repeat that communication is housed in the orb. So your self-to-self communication is within the boundaries, and it's not, if you push your thoughts out, your inner thoughts will be on the parameter or boundary of your orb. If you choose to hold your thoughts and feelings within, people are not going to, they might get a sense that there's something else going on inside you, but they're not going to know, because crystalline time, we're sitting in natural law too. So going into other people's free will, going into people's psychics can, and you can, because you're a psychic, can go into people's minds. But it's pretty unpleasant in someone else's mind. You're far better to stick to your own. It's like that the Italian story about, everyone went to the town center with their problems, and everyone put all their problems around the town, and you could pick up someone else's and take it home with you, but everybody picked up their own. You're here for your purpose. So make sure that it's about you, and you're focusing on you, and you're focusing on your own free will, but also understanding that we're not to step into other people's free will. And in the past timelines, we've held energy for people, which was pretty unproductive, honestly. As you hold energy for someone, that person goes, oh, I feel so much better after talking to you. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, you've got your load, you're feeling exhausted, you're carrying a problem that is not yours. It's time to let that go. It's time to hand that back with love and support. It's time to be there for people in a different way. It is time not to be out of deep compassion, to be the martyr. It is time to let that go. It is time to be the support person. be there for yourself so that you can be there for others and you understand how to do that. Okay. So, yeah, so communication. So anything that you put out on that orb or that auric boundary can be picked up from another. So you can play with that as well. You can put things on your auric field and your auric boundary, see if people pick it up. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe you need to modify that. Everything's a little bit of an adventure and self-experimentation, and it's just really the perfect time to do it, as this timeline has been active for about a year now. So it's still super fresh. And we've still got a large opportunity to step in, and most people will be stepping into this timeline and this frequency and this energetic shift over the next 2 to 5 years. So be the leader, be the inspiration. You don't need to lead other people in. You be the inspiration. You be the seed. You be the person walking forward with courage. We all need to walk forward with courage to assist other people's inspirational aspects. Oh, that person's doing it. I can do it. Be that person that's doing it. It's a wonderful space to sit in. But as we're sitting in and we're being the leader and being courageous, have a think about how that impacts yourself. Make sure that sometimes we put a little bit of a pressure on ourselves when we step into aspects of that. And it's very important to make sure that if we make a mistake or we feel that we've got pressure from someone else, we forgive ourselves. I forgive you. I truly forgive you. And this is how we're moving forward next time. Okay. Now my last one is transmutation. Transmutation is essential for now. We're in the crystalline timeline or the light timeline, which means that all of the energy, the light is coming towards us. It's actually melting away people's darkness, heaviness, shadow selves that may have taken up large aspects of themselves. A lot of people are going through old trauma or challenges or whatever that aspect was to help with your self-expansion so that you could get onto this timeline, so you could specifically be housed there. We are in the transition. We need to move through these aspects of ourselves that we may have been holding on to that are very, very old, that may have come from previous lifetimes. It's time to let it go. It is time to step into the light. You are good enough to be in the light. You are here for a reason. Understand that you are magnificent. You are wonderful. You are full of love. You are full of compassion. And you are full of internal truth. Take the time to discover these within yourself. These will be reflected and permeated through your auric field and your orb. This energy will sit on some of this energy will sit on the edge of the orb, which you choose to push to the end of the orb, which you choose to, maybe you're not wanting to communicate with your voice. Potentially you would like to communicate in other aspects of yourself. Put that on your field. You will attract people in a similar vibration to assist you to walk through things together. It's very important. So what does your orb look like? This is our fundamentals. What does your orb look like to you? It's not set. You can change it at any time, but the more effort and practice that you put into it, just like when you go to the gym, if you're there for like 2 weeks, you're not really going to see much difference. But if you go consistently, particularly that's a 6-week block, that NLP or Hawaiian Huna or that lock-in kind of block, when you do something for 6 weeks or 21 days, you've really locked in your movement forward. And then once you've locked in your foundation, so I would highly recommend that you spend a good 6 weeks on a daily basis to get your vision of how your orb may look and how you want it to work and function for you as well. It's very important. And then once you've moved past that 6 weeks, then start to play around with different orbs, then start to move and shift with things. But first establishing, okay, how does it feel? What does it look like? How do I want to utilize it? Going through all of those questions for yourself. Now, I think I have been chatting for a while. So what I'm going to do is record the meditation separately. And if you would like the meditation, we'll let you know when that is up. So it is a meditation to strengthen, cleanse, release energy, transmute energy, and bring back your clearest and most clarified self so that you can move forward. This is a great meditation to do on a daily basis. I would encourage you to take what you resonate from the meditation, record it yourself, and then play it back to yourself. Listening to your own voice can be very soothing if we can accept ourselves. And it's a beautiful way to step into the self-acceptance. Like, I can listen to myself. I can enjoy what I have to say. I am happy with what I'm saying. I'm in a good place. So thank you so much for joining me for being non-live today. And we will slowly move through without technical roadblocks to get you more information. If you are at all interested in signing up to our spiritual school, please send a message through Instagram. It's probably going to be the easiest. If you do not have Instagram, feel free to jump onto our website, www.tongueandtonic.com.au, and send us a message there if you would like to send in Q&As to that location, or you're just simply requesting more information. I may be covering these in further talks. I am a little bit slow with my admin because I prefer to spend less time on the computer rather than more. So everything will be answered in time. Definitely get back to you in time. If you have any concerns or if you have any really pressing issues at your local, come into the shop. Everyone in the shop has an ability to help you. That's the purpose of the shop. That's the philosophy that we run by. We're all here to assist, and I have specifically welcomed in people that are practitioners that can really assist you on your pathway. So our store is located at 474 Glen Huntly Road in Elston Wick, and we're called Tongue and Tonic. Thank you all.